Most of us language learners and polyglots love stationery and love planning things and love the idea of a bullet journal. Personally, I've been bullet journaling on and off for about 3.5 years, and I wanted to show you how I do it, why I do it, and how I apply it to language learning, because that's what we're talking about specifically today. If you don't know me, my name is Mari. I am a language learner. If you don't know me, my name is Mari. I am a language learner. I am a bullet journal junkie as well. I love traveling and I make videos about all of that. So subscribe and hit the bell so you can know more about these videos and you can learn a language along with me and let me take you places I go. So without further ado, let's start this video. Like I told you before, I've been bullet journaling on and off for a long time, and I'm gonna be showing you 3 different ways I've tracked my language process in the last 3 months. That will be September, October, and now November, and how I do it and why I do it, and the things I like to keep track of. The reason why I changed my method is because my life is constantly changing. In September, I had a little bit more free time. In October, I was so busy I couldn't even finish anything in my bullet journal, and then in November it's now I have free time and I'm inspired and I'm so happy, and I am learning absolutely every day because I'm in Italy, so I'm using Italian every day, and that's what I'm tracking in this journal, and you're gonna see it in a bit. But the first thing I wanted to show you is my goals. So I have a very particular way of having goals, and my goals are very general and they're based on time and level. And if you want to know more about how I set goals, you can go to the description box and find a video about it, or hit this button over here where you will get a link to the video. And the reasons why I have my goals in my bullet journals is just the way I keep track of them. It's just where I know them. I don't have them anywhere else, so this is just my place, and it's also very inspiring to watch it every day when I open, because it's one of the first pages in my bullet journal. So the way that I kept track on September of my languages, I added to my weekly spread. So I was really using my bullet journal in September. I was really all over it. I was using it every single day, and I was not studying every single day, as you can see. I had one for Italian and one for Dutch. So one of the things I write is on the top the days of the week, and down the skills I use. So writing, reading, listening, speaking, grammar, and apps. And I just kept track of everything I did every day. I like to do this because I like to know what is the thing I'm working on the most, because sometimes I focus so much on listening or reading and I don't do enough writing and speaking. So I want to know that I'm doing an equal amount of things every month and every week and every time. So what I also wrote is the top thing that I did the most and what I did least to work on the next week. And this method worked really well for me in September because I had the time to really do it and think about it and everything, so it was fun. Now, for October was a very different month in general for my bullet journal. I did not keep weekly spreads. I only keep project-based pages. And actually I love this method because it really focuses on the things I'm working on, and I'm not stressing about when I have to do stuff. The deadlines are written in this calendar, and as you can see, it's not even the full month, it's just half of it, because in the first half of the month I didn't have time to actually bullet journal. So on my linguistic spread, I had 1 page for Italian, 1 page for Dutch, and I was supposed to write the date, what I did, and how much time it took me, but I only wrote it down for maybe 3 or 4 days. I also wanted to write down the resources, but I didn't. I was very busy in October. So I also have these fun spreads about my language jam, and if you don't know what language jam is, I will also link you a video down below. I learned Turkish for 3 days as part of an Instagram challenge, and it was the funniest thing I've done. And I added these spreads, linguistic spreads, and they had a to-do list and also the times where I will do stuff, and this was actually a very nice way of keeping track of my day as I learned. Now November, I'm just starting with November. I haven't really done much for November except writing random notes. But for my language tracker, which is what I am showing you right now, I have a general view of the language, of what I am doing, and a tracker side of the language. So on one side I write 2 languages, which are Italian and Dutch. These are the languages I'm learning right now, but I'm focusing mainly in Italian because I am in Italy. And the Dutch is just about maintaining the level that it is. So I have on one side the skills I'm working on, on the other side the resources I am using. So on the skills side of it, I have reading, listening, writing, and speaking apps for vocabulary and grammar, which are the skills I always work on, and on the other side the resources. So I have them color-coded, as well as the Dutch color-coded, and I use these colors and fill them in my tracker. So every color that you see in my tracker is something I did that day. So for example, this first day I have reading, writing, speaking, and apps, because I always do apps. I do apps every day. So this is my way of tracking things, my current way of tracking things, and I like it so far. I've been really using it, and I hope to finish it and see what I've done the most and where I have to work on. So this is all for my bullet journal regarding languages. If you want to see more about my bullet journal method in general and my language notebooks, you can always go to my Patreon, where I show everything, no censorship, my bullet journal, my journals, and my language notebooks. So you can go check that out if you are interested in. I also have much more content there on Patreon. And thanks to my patrons, now that we're talking about Patreon, for supporting what I do. So this was all for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.